We now come to drop-down lists. Drop-down lists are simply menus that allow the user to choose from a drop-down list here and then send that data to you. Now, drop-down menus are not created with the input tag, but instead are created using the select and option tags. Here is the code for the drop-down menu that I just showed you in Firefox. I have my select tag here with a name, and all my options in my list are created with the option tag. In between the opening and closing option tags are all of my options for sending content to me. In other words, if I want to know their education, I can add my options here to the list of options by adding another tag. So I could add another one here, for example. Let's go ahead and copy this last option tag and paste it in, and let's change this to postdoctorate. Add another option, and let's go ahead and save my HTML file, reload it in Firefox, and notice the last option there is postdoctorate. I can now send that to myself or post it using other methods. Yet another type of list is a highlighted selection list like I have here. This form will allow your users to select one item from the list to send to you. This is basically just another way to get input from the user. These selection lists are set up using select multiple tags. I have a name attribute and a size attribute. The size attribute selects how many options will be shown at once before the user needs to scroll. This one is set to 3, and I think this is a little bit too tight. It's hard to use this scroll list here, so let's change that to 7. 7 is a better number. More than 7 it gets confusing, but I think 6 or 7 will make this easier to use. Let's go ahead and resave this and reload it, and notice I have more options in my list. Another attribute is the selected attribute. This will indicate to the browser which option should be selected by default without having the user actually make the selection him or herself. Let's go ahead and set this to Bossa Nova there, and if we open this page in Internet Explorer, notice that Bossa Nova is selected by default.